testify in court that I falsified evidence against Sonny, my career is over.
So find a new career. Preferably out of law enforcement, because that would be great for the whole family.
Oh, you mean that would be great for Sonny?
No, I mean for your brothers. You lied to Michael and Morgan about who you were, despite the way Morgan worshipped you. You used my kids to build a case against their father. The way I see it, saying you faked the evidence is a good way to pay them back.
You know, you make it sound really simple, Carly. I mean, so basically, I lie, I swear that I'm a dirty cop, drop kick my badge and everything I stand for, and move on. And everyone's happy?
I'm glad you see it my way.
I'll give you that. Asking me to lie on the stand, undercut my own evidence on the most important case of my career.
You had the nerve to lie to my kids, your brother, for months. And now you want to suddenly tell the truth and put their father, who happens to be your father, in prison? I don't think that's the kind of person you want to be.
Now, come on, I'm a cop. I mean, I'm supposed to bring criminals to justice.
Claudia Zakara was a criminal, and she's been brought to justice, and why can't you leave it at that? Why do you have to take my kid's father away? And I don't believe in your heart that you want to send your father to prison. That's why you told the cops that Sonny didn't shoot you.
Look, I bought into the whole fantasy that Sonny is this great father, okay? He's not. He's a thug who's built an empire on violence and fear, okay? He kills people and calls it business. He takes fathers away from kids every day. He's been doing it for years, and he keeps getting away with it. Michael and Morgan will be better off without him.
Why don't I call Michael and Morgan and have you tell them that to their face?
Well, you know, you have to do whatever you have to do, but
Sonny won't last in prison. He won't last. He has too many enemies. He will be dead in a month. Just tell the jury that you falsified the evidence.
Don't you dare ask my son to lie. I'm trying to guilt my kid into perjuring himself for Sonny, trying to get him to wreck his life.
I'm asking Dante to do the right thing.
By lying on the stand.
He said he doesn't want to hurt his brothers. This is his chance to prove it.
Can't possibly expect him to lie anymore to save Sonny's ass.
You want him to send his father to prison? Do you know the guilt he will carry around?
I want you to leave my son alone.
If you would have told the truth about Sonny, we wouldn't be in this situation. If you would have told me the truth that Claudia was behind shooting Michael, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Well, I didn't, and neither did your husband. And maybe we should have.
Yes.
But we had a whole lot of really good reasons not to, Carly.
Your lies got Dante into this mess. And now that one simple lie could solve the problem for so many people, you want Dante to now tell the truth.
Just lay off my mother, all right?
It's not a simple lie for him to claim he's a dirty cop. You really think I should have told you the truth about Claudia when all your doctors were standing there telling me and Jackson would have killed you and your baby?
You're damn right.
Really?
Yes.
Well, we didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, I should have told my son the truth about his father last July. I did, and I thought I could find a better way out of it. But I couldn't. And I will regret that for the rest of my life. But him lying on the stand is not going to fix this now. He's a good man. He's an excellent cop. And he needs to deal with this the way that he sees fit.
Oh, you really feel that way? Yes. You're okay with them carrying around that kind of guilt?
Hey, my guilt is my own business, okay? So don't be dumping your frustration on my mother.
I appreciate that you're going to do anything you can to help your kid, but you just remember, I'll do the same for mine.
Carly's right, you know? You want everyone else to tell the truth, but you just keep on lying.
Don't worry, it's fine. Dad expects you to help yourself every now and then. Is he around?
Oh, no, he had an errand to run. He asked me to go pick up his cigars for him.
Well, that must be some errand. He doesn't just trust anyone with his coupons. Do you have any idea where he is?
Yes, he went to the mausoleum on Skull Island.
What? What is he doing at Windermere?
Oh, you haven't heard?
Heard what?
Oh, that's right. You've been so wrapped up in your new boyfriend, haven't you?
Stop it. You're seriously starting to scare me. What is this about? Does this have to do with Elizabeth and Nicholas sleeping together?
It gets better. Elizabeth is pregnant.
I've always respected Carly, and I understand wanting to protect your kids, but when protecting her kids means wrecking my kids' life, that's just not going to happen.
Carly's got guts, though. She's not afraid to deal with the truth.
And I am? That's what you're saying? I'm afraid to deal with the truth.
Actually, what I'm saying is Carly never tried to hide who Sonny is to her kids.
Yeah, and look how that turned out for everybody. Do you see what those kids have been through? Michael and Morgan grew up, they lived their whole lives behind bulletproof glass, surrounded by bodyguards. You think those kids ever got to play stickball in the street with their friends or go trick-or-treating through the neighborhood on Halloween? No. Those kids have been kidnapped and terrorized and God knows what else, and Michael's been through the worst, but he's not even Sonny's biological kid. There was no way that I was going to choose that life for you.
At least Michael knew the truth.
Oh, yeah. Michael didn't know a damn thing for that year that he was in a coma, and he was damn lucky to survive it, too. I should have told you the truth last summer when I came to town, but I didn't want to hurt you. I was afraid of what that truth was going to do to you, and I didn't want you to have to deal with the fact that your father was a criminal. All right? I will regret that forever, but anything before that, no. No. I did good.
Good.
Yeah.
You think it was good that you lied to me? For my whole life? You had to grow up thinking that my mother was such a slut.
Hey.
That she didn't even know who got her pregnant. I mean, you were one of the most beautiful mothers out of all my friends, and you never had a boyfriend. You never brought a guy home. You never gave anything a chance to actually fall in love with anyone. You know, I thought it was just because you didn't want it. But now I see that it's just because you were in love with Sonny this whole time.
I was in love with the Sonny that I grew up with. I mean, it's a part of him that I still see in you. And if you think I enjoy pretending to be the town slut, you want to think again about that, okay? I promised myself that I was going to give you a good life. And I did that, surrounded by good, honest people who loved you. The Falconeries might not have a lot of money, and they might not have fancy cars, but they're decent people who have their lives in order. They go to church, at least I still do, and I think you should too. They have dinner together every single night. You did every night of your life growing up. And maybe those dinners got a little bit loud, and maybe you have a couple uncles that drink a little bit too much on Christmas, but your life was not surrounded by violence. And the mob wasn't a part of your daily life. I am so proud of the way that I raised you. I will never apologize for any of that, and if you can't see why, then I don't know what to say.
So what now, then, Mom? I mean, you got to admit it. You should just tell me the truth. You were sort of happy that I lied about Sonny shooting me. I mean, you'd probably be okay if I tanked this case because you still love him.
You know what? That's enough. I did what I did. I made my choices, and I'm really sorry if you don't like them. But I'm still your mother, and you're going to respect me. And when you get up on that stand and you have the chance to lie or tell the truth, I hope you respect yourself, too.
Pregnant. Huh. And I'm sure she doesn't know who the father is, and she's milking that for all it's worth.
Actually, Elizabeth is in Shady Brook at the moment.
Oh, so Lucky and Nicholas are falling all over themselves so they can save her.
That's not exactly fair. All right, Elizabeth fell in love with two brothers, and she handled it poorly, yeah, but she's paying for it.
No, I don't feel sorry for Elizabeth at all. She's gonna come out of this looking like the Madonna. You just watch.
Okay, not to sound cold, but how is this your concern?
She is tearing our family apart. Lucky and Nicholas will never stop fighting about her, no matter whose baby it turns out to be.
Hey, Cupcake. Did you get those Cubans?
I'm on my way.
So, Elizabeth's pregnant. Wow, as if Lucky and Nicholas didn't have enough problems.
Yeah, true. Well, that's your brother's situation to deal with. How are you?
I'm better. Dante is recovering.
Good. You should focus on that.
I'm trying. I just want Lucky to know that I love him.
He knows.
It just upsets me because I feel like Lucky is going to blame himself for this mess that Elizabeth has created, and then he's going to step in and try to fix it.
Sweetheart, he's not going to blame himself. I think he's smarter than that. I've talked to him. And hey, whatever. You know, you have to live the life you live. You make the mistakes you make and you pay the consequences.
Dante, you're not going to...
gets me about hospitals is that smell, man. It's like you can't get away from it. I don't mind the needles and tubes. But never being alone with that damn smell. I came up here to get some fresh air. I guess it wasn't exactly the best time of year to be doing that. And, probably not the safest height either. Sure you saw how icy it is out here. Wouldn't take much for a guy to just slip right off. Especially one that needed to be shut up for good.